Purpose is like oxygen that makes life meaningful. In our today's episode, we should be talking about what makes for living. What are the parameters we can use to set complete living? Some people have said that living is ability to assess all that you need to assess in life, explore all that you need to explore in life, enjoy all that you need to enjoy in life, and also take advantage of all that life has provided for you. But in a real sense, can this be said that it's actually living? I want to draw inspiration from the mandate that God gave man in Genesis 1 and verse 26 or 27 thereabout. When God finished creating man, there was an instruction he gave man. He gave man that man should have dominion, that he should replenish the earth, and that man should be in charge over the sea animals, over the animals that walk on the land. God gave man the ability to take dominance, to dominate. And what makes for living is not just the length of age that a man is able to live on the earth, but the quality of life that a man is able to access within the span of time that he is able to live. Now, it is simple to say that what makes for living is purpose fulfilled. Now, there is something I want us to take home from. The Bible says, "For this purpose that the Son of Man was made manifest." So the key thing to take away is that the essence that the Son of Man appeared on the planet Earth was for a purpose, and the Bible was clear about it. So if existence is not measured in the direction of purpose and living in purpose, it will have mean that living has been missed or forfeited. The right word about living is tied to being able to carry out, undertake, fulfill the essence the life existed. Now, some of us are the answer to prayers from our communities. Some of us are answer to prayers from where we came from our mothers or our fathers or the people that we belong to. And take it from me, just like the time of the persecution of the children of Israel, just in the time that the children of Israel were humiliated by the Midianites, by the Amalekites, by the Jebusites, all of these nations that vowed that they would destroy the tribe of Israel. In that dispensation, one of the prayers of the children of Israel is that God should send them a deliverer. And it happened that a man called Samson came into the picture. In that season, Samson is simply the answer of the prayers of the children of Israel. So the essence, the importance of life of the man Samson was to function, to act, to live up to the expectation of being a true deliverer to Israel. Now, look at it from the stories that we are told about Samson. One thing was very profound about him. No man could doubt his endowment, physical endowment, as in the area of strength, as in the area of ability. A man that can kill 1,000 soldiers with a jaw of a bull. Samson was in grace in the area of strength, though physically not looking it. But when issues that has to do with deliverance comes, you will see the engracement that God had put upon Samson as a deliverer of his people will show up. Now, it means clearly that Samson's life was measured in how much he was able to deliver the people for whom he was sent to deliver. In the same faith, we have a man called Moses, adopted as a son to the daughter of Pharaoh, born to a Hebrew, but yet everything that was available for him to make his life more better in Egypt could not make him to stay back in Egypt. So even the Bible recorded that the man Moses forsook the pleasure of Egypt and embraced the suffering of his people. And to clearly establish that life is a function of how much a man lives in the direction of purpose, we can clearly see that the life of Moses, the stress, the pain he went through was to fulfill that purpose that God has ordained that he will fulfill as a deliverer to his people. Now, anytime you see a people lament, cry to God, pray to God, weep, and you see them wail, one thing happens, that God will send somebody. That was why the Bible says when they cried, when God had heard their cry, he sent a deliverer. And the deliverer that God sent to them was Moses. And to reference that, God said to Moses, the moment of his inauguration into his purpose, he said, "I have heard the cry of my people in Egypt." So the deliverer Moses was a man sent to deliver the people of God in the land of Egypt from servitude. Now, we can actually say if Moses had lived in Egypt, maybe perhaps 300 years, or perhaps even lived forever in Egypt, the life of Moses would not have been counted to have been lived. His life would only count if in all that Moses did was to fulfill the purpose, the essence of being a deliverer. So, the span of life or the length of life that a man is considered to have lived is how much a man, given the essence of which he came on the earth, is able to be fulfilled. So, I consider living as fulfilling calling and purpose. If I'm not able to fulfill calling and purpose, it would have meant I never existed. It would have meant that my existence were a loss. So for me, purpose is everything to life. Purpose is like oxygen that makes life meaningful. So when we consider the span of life and we do not remember that life is a function of how much a man lives in purpose, would have missed the essential component of living. Take it from me, make your life to revolve around purpose. It will not be long you would have fulfilled destiny. And what God is going to ask you eventually at the end of time is how much you are able to fulfill the reason why you came on the earth. Remember, for Jesus, he said, "For this purpose, the Son of Man was manifested." A time will come when it will be said, "For this purpose, Ugochukwu Mike Emeana lived." And it will also be said to you, "For this purpose, you lived." God bless you for listening to me and for taking out time to hear this podcast. Until I come your way again, I remain Pastor Mike Ugochukwu Emeana. God bless you.